All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I have something pretty nice with me. I have the Nell Gent UDT. This is a beautiful custom knife. I want to thank my friend Rene to sending this guy along. He's just a stunning human being, just great person. As usual, we're going to analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this guy. But first of all, let's just do a quick size comparison with a couple of options here. Like you have your mini glimpse from Big Knives Steelcraft Edition series. This is your small Sebenza 21. And here you have your PM2, so you can see, and another popular option, your PM3. So you can see it's a pretty nice EDC-able size. So let's check out the look of this guy, because it's just stunning. So this is an original design from Chad Nell from US, and he's designed something really special. I truly love this guy. It's just a joy to watch, to hear, and to feel. So you know, as you can see, the lines are quite straight. You know, there's this one, it's gently curved. You have, I mean, all the lines are gently curved except for these two and this one. So you have a curve here. This is gentle. It's pretty well balanced. I like the balance of straight and curved lines. So very nice. You've got some like overall gray presentation side from you know, presence of zirconium and carbon fiber, but you have this pretty awesome accent in Timascus for the pivot collar clip on both sides. So beautiful splash of color. You know, you've got this blue, this kind of like a reddish bronze color. It's just a joy to watch. I'm gonna use the cloth because, you know, because of the finish, my fingerprints are gonna be all over it. But it's just, look at this. This is a work of art. I just love this little detail. He's using carbon fiber for the scales. Sorry, this is marble carbon fiber. It's very good quality. The liners are titanium, and as you can see, they have a very subtle orange peel finish to it. Just a touch of elegance, you know, all around. Imagine the amount of work that has gone into these liners to get that kind of finish. Just a beautiful touch. Bolsters are in zirconium, and zirconium is a beautiful material. Look at this, the reflection. It's something you have to see in real life, because you know, I don't know how much the video can transfer to you. This is something you need to experience in person. It's just a beautiful beautiful work of art, I think. There's like as you can see, you know, like a finger groove over here. Very nice. And you have like overall, you know, a pretty well balanced look. In the close position, it's very balanced. You have your flipper tab over here. As you can see, very subdued, very subtle. It's not protruding too much. I like how it has been chamfered all around to avoid like finger sore while flipping this knife. So nice chamfering around here. Something like I was really impressed. It's the inner chamfering. So, you know, usually you have chamfer like on this edge because it's the outside. But sometimes maker, they will do a chamfering on the inside. So check this out. So inside here, it's chamfered up to here, up to this point, right here. And then it goes back to normal because you have the backspacer. So the liner shouldn't be chamfered, you know, right next to the backspacer. It has to be completely flush. So, you know, being chamfered like this in this area would give like a little bit of step, a little bit of blip, which is not present here. So this is, you know, true craftsmanship and attention to the detail. So I really appreciate this little one. Like, I'm really a fan of this kind of jimping. Very subtle. It's like, you know, Andrew Thorburn kind of jimping going on. So very nice choice. You have a lock release relief over here, which is pretty nicely done. You know, they have milled out some areas on the inside just to allow your thumb to just squish in and just unlock the lock bar. There's no lock bar insert. This is a liner lock, so you're gonna have kind of like a lock stabilizer because of the nature of the beast. It's like the bolster and the scale are gonna act as a lock bar stabilizer. You have like T8 screws. These are titanium screws. They're not protruding, not proprietary, and I'm not sure if the pivot is captive. I'm not gonna disassemble this guy, and so I cannot tell you how easy is this one to disassemble, but I'm assuming it's pretty straightforward. But I don't want to mess it up because of the how expensive this is and the finish. I'm kind of worried of scratching this up, and I wouldn't be happy about that. When you open this bad boy, you're gonna see the blade, which has a truly beautiful finish. Let me get rid of this fingerprint so you can enjoy this amazing blade. Look at this, guys. This is a AEBL steel. It's a very corrosion resistant and very, very tough. Has a beautiful polish to it. Look at this. This is like mirror polish, but with a directional satin going on. The stock thickness is just perfect. The tip it's thick. It's not the thinnest I ever seen, but it's beautifully designed to pry. You have a really nice grind going on. This is a compound grind. So that means you have a flat surface here in the tanto side of the blade, and you have a hollow grind in the primary bevel. You have a nice swedge going on here. You have this kind of harpoon kind of thing here with a nice divot up top, followed by your beautiful jimping. So overall, love the design of this blade and the touch. I mean, guys, you have to touch this one, but we're going to talk about this later. Of course, you have your sharpening choil. There's not really like a finger choil. You have this, the plunge grind. It's right over here. And, overall, the edge symmetry is, like, I would say not 100%, because you can see this side is a little bit shorter than this one. Not a big deal. You have a beautiful, beautiful mirror polished edge. Look at that. It's just stunning. The grind symmetry of the blade is spot on. It's just perfect. The jimping, look at this. This is all handmade stuff. So the precision, it's beautiful. I prefer, of course, like the handmade stuff rather than the machine-made, like CNC stuff, because you have that human touch to create this product that it's something that appeals to me. This divot, it's very interesting. It's very smooth to the touch. The spine is crowned, so this area is not sharp, and the swedge is beautifully done. I'm a fan of this guy. He's placing the logo, so just very minimal bead boarding on the blade. That's acceptable. And you have just a pretty nice flipper tab over here with a little bit of jimping going on, just to have your finger catch the tab with a little bit more grip. The liners are not skeletonized on the inside, and the detent ball, it's just steel. It's not ceramic. So let's hear some noises. All right. When you open this one, you hear this. This is a very listenable sound. It's not loud. It's kind of like muffled, and it's strange for a flipper, right? It's very soft. It's sweet, and it's like a nice subdued click. Beautiful. It's beautifully executed. I like this one. It's very, very gentleman. It's very classy. Hear this. It's just lovely. When you close the knife, you have this almost inaudible and mellow like a little bit of a cluck. It's very nice. It's very subtle and subdued as well. So this is like a mark for like a gentleman, you know, if you're outside in a dinner or at a party, whatever, you don't want to be loud. So you want to be discreet, and this is going to be your perfect companion. So pretty nice execution over here. Let's analyze a little bit of feelings when you handle this blade. So the weight is 5 ounces, around 5 ounces. There's just a tiny bit of hot spot created by this tip here on the clip, but nothing like crazy. It holds pretty well. There are no sharp edges. He chamfered all the edges nicely, except for this part over here. It's not sharp, but it's not as rounded as this area here. You have pretty nice jimping going on. You can do, you know, this kind of grip. And, you know, because of the presence of the pivot, look at this, your thumb is just going to naturally fall in this area here. Whereas your index is going to just be in this finger groove. And the end of the handle is going to be right over here. So with this, with 2 fingers, you have a pretty secure grip. It's locked in place. So this is a beautiful ergonomic feature of this knife. You cannot really like choke up because there's no finger choil, but this grip is going to be pretty secure and solid. Of course, like you can also do reverse grip. The handle is big enough so you can just, you know, place your thumb over here and just use a reverse grip like that. The texture is fantastic, guys. Like touching this one, of course you don't feel anything. It's completely flush. Just feel to the touch that you're touching different materials. You don't feel any gap, any lip, nothing. It's so smooth that, I mean, fit and finish on this guy is top level. Like here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different layers. And you like, in this way, like in this direction, there's no way you're gonna feel and realize there are different material and different layers. In this way, just a tiny bit, but guys, this is like pretty well done. Very nicely executed. Again, there's no blade play, like no lock rock, no horizontal, no vertical. It's solidly built. Something that I actually really love is the pocket clip. All right, guys, so check this out. Check how thin this guy is. So this translates into a nice springy action, which is soft to lift. All right, so you're gonna be inclined to think, well, you know, if it's that easy to lift, is gonna be easy to lose, you know, to detach from the pocket, but actually, no, because of the design of this clip. So as you can see, the ramp on this side has this like angle. So it means that it's gonna be easy for like a piece of fabric to slide in. And once it's back, you see the angle is more prominent, which means that the edge of the pocket, it's gonna have a hard time getting out of that area. It's going to be kind of like trapped like that, you know, inside this area. I mean, not really trapped, but it's going to be harder to get it out. So it's a safety feature, and it's very easy to lift this guy. So it's beautifully designed. So kudos to this kind of pocket clip, which of course it's like Timascus, like, you know, the pivot collar and the back spacer. So the accents are gonna give like a nice splash of color, you know, to the overall dark look of this blade. So let's see some feeling when you deploy the blade, because the speed is fast. This is a fast flipper, guys. It's running on caged bearings. There's literally no finger sore. This may look like sharp, but it's not. So you can do like a push button, you can do like a light switch. So you can choose, you can do like 2 hands opening. You have kind of like this area here if you want to, you know, deploy the blade with 2 hands. You're gonna have you know, a few options, but any of them, it's gonna be pretty smooth. The detent strength is a little bit on the light side, I mean, but it's nothing like to worry about. You cannot shake this guy open. There's no rattling when closed, and of course, safety feature top notch. There's no way you're going to be able to touch the tip of the blade or the edge on this side if you try to jam your finger in. So beautiful. When you close the blade, like the lock release is beautiful. It's not hard to push. It's easily accessible, so you can easily release the lock. There's no lock stick. Pretty nicely designed. Early lock up, so you're gonna have plenty of life in this knife. There's no detent ball ramp, as you can see, so you're gonna feel a little bit of a step, like here. Nothing too crazy. And the blade, when you unlock the lock bar, when you release the lock bar, you see, it has like a free fall kind of affair, right? So when you orient the knife vertically, there's no guillotine effect. So you see, it's super smooth, but it's not gonna free fall like as a guillotine. You have just to give the slightest wiggle, and it's just gonna glide down in the closed position. Very, very smooth, very soft and nice. You have a little bit of detent suction over here. Not too crazy, just a little bit on the low side. It's not gonna suck it from up here, but you have just to go right here. So again, guys, overall, this is a fantastic custom knife. If you want to experience something beautiful, something truly special, yeah, check this guy out. All right, guys, there you have it. This was my review of the Nell Gent UDT. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.